Hey guys, Troubletcat here as per usual, and today we're looking at the new map they've released for the beta, Caspian border. You can now play 2 maps in the beta, and aside from the fact that I'm going to be looking at this map, what this map is all about, talking about it and so on, I'm going to talk a little bit about what kinds of videos I'm going to make for Battlefield 3. You can see here, spawning kind of a weird spot on top of this giant antenna. Kind of a funny spawn, but not a bad spot to be at all. I'm trying to shoot it out with a helicopter climb 27 with limited success. This gameplay is about 15 minutes long, I guess. It's probably not the most riveting thing in the world, but it's not bad. I kind of just the servers are kind of unstable right now, so there's a lot of crashing and losing connection from games and stuff like that. So this was kind of one of the first games where I managed to just grab a whole game and be good and happy and to have fun there. Just making sure those guys up there are not going to come down and fuck with me. So I'm chilling out on Echo here, trying to capture. Anyway, this map is awesome. I want to get into talking about the different kinds of Battlefield 3 videos I'm going to be doing, though, before maybe just talking about this map and why it is so flippin' badass. Anyway, did I just say flippin'? Wow. Wow. Anyway. What kinds of videos I'm going to be making for Battlefield 3? Well, I've been thinking about this a fair bit, and seeing as I personally am going to be trying to take the game fairly seriously, competitively, I was thinking something that would be useful for me and entertaining for you guys, and useful for anybody else playing the game probably, would be to do a whole big series of spotlight videos on different weapons and also on the different maps. So I'd have like a video for each given weapon, talking about the best ways to use that weapon, what are some good attachments, what are some good maps for that weapon, and what are some maps not so good on. So a big series of videos like that I thought might be a cool thing to do that would give me, you know, plenty of ammunition, because a lot of guns, to keep me going for a while. And also, you know, be a nice series of videos to do for me and to watch for you guys, and similar thing with the maps, looking at each map, what kinds of loadouts are good on that map, and what are some good paths through the map, what are some good strategies for that map, that kind of thing. And again, you know, just something that'll be helpful for me as somebody who's going to be trying to become highly proficient in the game, and probably entertaining for you guys to watch. So there will be some videos that are like that. There will be some other videos that are sort of talking about how to play the game well. Basically, stuff like what Engage the Awesome was going to be before it was canned. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of videos like that for Battlefield 3. This time, purely for the fact that I think it'll help me learn the game rather than anything else, you know. On top of that, aside from that, I'm going to be, you know, doing regular gameplay commentaries. If I get some like really awesome, exciting gameplay, I'll do, you know, the standard kind of commentary stuff that I've done with BC2 on, you know, different topics about the game, that kind of thing. Just you know, talking about the fact that I'm pretty awesome, or whatever comes to mind. And I'm thinking I might want to get into some more, doing some more videos where I talk about things that are not related to gaming, you know, real talks, as it is commonly known. Just because, you know, I have opinions about stuff that aren't gaming related, and I know a lot of people like those types of videos about, you know, random crap that has nothing to do with gaming. So I might well do some of those, just talking over some BF3 footage, as is, you know, a relatively common thing to do. So if you're into those kinds of videos, that should be coming up. This game is so pretty. I'm reflecting on this forest area in the middle of the map. Is I don't even know. Apparently, according to the forums, game looks terrible, but I don't fucking know, guys. A lot of people apparently don't really like the way this game looks. I don't even go there. I can't to not be confused. So, I mean, I guess that pretty much covers that topic with the what kinds of Battlefield 3 videos. Playing this map, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the map now and the gameplay. Playing this map has really, a lot of people were bitching about, you know, Metro and it's just got this Call of Duty feel. There's no vehicles. It's all CQB and all that kind of stuff. I think playing this Caspian border map will shut those people the fuck up. I mean, this is To me, this is like definitely, undoubtedly, undeniably, absolutely the Battlefield I know and love. I mean, I think Metro is a great map. I think it's got good variety. I think it's a fun map to play. It's a great infantry map, but it doesn't exemplify what people think of first when they think of Battlefield, which is, you know, huge maps, lots of vehicles, lots of players, and just this real sense of all-out warfare. And I think some people were disappointed with Metro because those are the only, that's like all they want for Battlefield or whatever. I mean, I also like the smaller infantry-based maps, but I can see how you'd be disappointed if you are a player who is really, really only into the large-scale stuff, and I think a lot of Battlefield players are like that. But I mean, I don't think anybody can play this map and then say that this is not Battlefield. Well, that's not true. I'm sure some people will because, for example, a lot of people are bitching about the bullet damage. A lot of people are bitching about the lack of a commander that was in Battlefield 2. Basically, a lot of people are complaining that it's not a carbon copy of BF2. To me, that's what it seems like. And some features did get cut from BF2. But honestly, I mean, this game just plays so much better to me. It'd be nice if it had everything that BF2 had, but this game is incredible nonetheless. Getting shot here, trying to get some cover. He 1% health. He does eventually finish me off. It made me sad. So let me rephrase that. I don't think that nobody can say that this isn't the Battlefield they know and love when they play this map. I'm sure people will. I just think that's kind of. I just think they're wrong. I mean, this game, this map. Has really, it does really remind me of what it was like playing 1942 and Vietnam and Battlefield 2 and all those games. It really does remind me of them, but, you know, with a more modern graphics engine, with movement and weapons handling that just feels 10 times better than... This game, it's fucking amazing to play. It just feels so good, and I mean, this is something that, if you haven't played the game, if you've just been watching videos and stuff like that, it's, you know, you can't communicate that through a video, you know, you'll never get the feel of being in this game, of playing this game, of controlling this game from watching, you know, from watching a YouTube video or watching my live stream. You kind of have to experience it for yourself, and, I mean, obviously if you're not into military shooters, you're probably not going to enjoy this game too much, but, I don't know, to me, this is... It doesn't take that many risks, you know. It's another military shooter, and it's definitely, you know, following on from what previous Battlefield games have done. It's definitely, you know, a mainstream targeted title, like the Battlefield games have always been. You know, targeted a little bit more of a hardcore audience than Call of Duty, a little bit of a more thoughtful audience with a little bit more time to get their heads around the game, but still a fairly, you know, mainstream market. And it doesn't take many risks in that regard, but in other ways, I feel like Battlefield 3 is a landmark title in terms of just nailing what a shooter should feel like to play, to me, like, or I don't know, it depends on the type of shooter, I guess, but for military shooters, Battlefield 3, it is, I've never played anything that just felt so good, and, I want to say felt so polished. There are problems with the beta, obviously, but I mean in terms of, you know, the presentation, the sound, the graphics, the animation, the way the weapons feel, the way moving around the maps feel, it just, all of that stuff, if you ignore all the glitches, if you set aside the problems with the beta that are hopefully going to be fixed in release, you know, and the niggling issues, this game, it just feels incredible, and I don't know, I think any other military shooter in the future is going to want to look at this game and, you know, try and take some leaves out of its book, you know. The sort of way the shooter market has been lately is everything's a clone of Halo and everything's a clone of Call of Duty and, well, not clones, but, you know, those are the... it was sort of Halo first and then Call of Duty became the more influential game, in fact, even influenced, like... It's kind of funny in a way because Battlefield sort of helped to birth COD along with Medal of Honor. So, you know, Medal of Honor and Battlefield are kind of the precursors to Call of Duty, And it's kind of funny because now Call of Duty has sort of come into its own after COD 4 and become like the most successful thing, and has gone back and influenced those games, made them adopt more modern settings and, you know, the weapon attachment systems, the progress leveling up system, etc., etc. And I mean, obviously we have Halo to quote-unquote thank for originally pioneering the console multiplayer experience, and, you know, introducing the regenerating health and all that stuff to the mainstream. You know, this is how shooters work market. It's just interesting. So anyway, in the future, going forward, what I think game developers should be doing if they're smart is, I think Battlefield 3 should be the next landmark title that people are trying to emulate. Like, I'm sure, I think Modern Warfare 3 is going to sell better than BF3 because it has that brand power. It is the most successful online shooter right now. There's no way to deny that. But Battlefield 3 really pushes the envelope. Man, I feel like I'm like doing a fucking advertisement for DICE right now. And don't get me wrong, there are problems with the game. I'll throw that out there real quick. Oh man, this fucking... I don't know if you were paying much attention to the footage there, because I wasn't fucking talking about what was going on in the game, so I barely was. I spotted this tank with a teammate, and he was like driving around over there trying to blow up a jet that somebody crashed into a hill. And he drives the tank back to try and get into a jet, but of course people just spawn into the jets, because you can spawn into the jets. And then I drive off in his tank. You know, I feel like a dick for stealing his tank, but I mean, come on, he was fucking using it to drive to jets. He was using it to camp the jets at the base. Nah, I can't feel bad about that, because, you know, I take the tank and then actually use it to go and fucking do something. I can have a lot of patience for that right now, though, because the map is new and people want to try out the jets. I've flown the jets a few times. I don't in this video, but anyway. Yeah, I really think Battlefield 3 should be the landmark title in terms of people trying to copy this game's sound, this game's animation, the feel of this game, the general presentation. I mean, not every game needs to be Battlefield, you know. I don't want to start seeing, you know, a squad system in vehicles and the game types from Battlefield in every game, because I hate, you know, carbon copies of games are never good. But this is the game that people should be looking at and going, this is what a multiplayer shooter should feel like to me. That is what I think. This game, it's incredible. That's my honest impression so far. This is probably a fucking better Battlefield 3 verdict video than my video that was called Battlefield 3 Beta Verdict. Of course, I'll be doing a full review when the game comes out, but so far I am so impressed. This map is incredible. It's really big, and it's got 5 objectives and lots of variety. You can see here I'm at kind of like a border checkpoint. We got all these concrete barricades around. Earlier I was in a fucking forest. There's that giant antenna. I don't think in this gameplay I go over the other side of the map, but there's this gas station. And there's a point up on a hill. I think I went up there earlier, or started going up there, and I went up there and was killed in a little shack. So there's 5 points. There's just great variety on this map between these kind of, you know, urban areas with all this concrete and stuff, and then there's the hilltop and the forest area. I don't know, this map just, it's so well designed, it's so nice, and it's clearly a vehicle-based map, but because there's so much cover and stuff like that and around, and the terrain is so rough and uneven, it's really viable as an infantryman too, which I really like that. You can see here the game's about to end. This was a really close one. US I was playing as US. We had like 7 more reinforcements than the Russians when the game ended or something. You know, there were 0. We had like 8 or 9 or 7 or something. Anyway, victory was achieved. I didn't do amazingly well. You know, I went 5 for 5, 1,400 points. But hey, I got my my Colonel Service Star rank 1, and I got my kit's progress a little bit. It was a nice game. I don't know, I thought it was some entertaining footage, that's why I decided to use this one, well, aside from the fact that it was one where I didn't, you know, lose connection or crash or something. The map is kind of unstable at the moment, but hey, it's a beta, they're testing, you know, their stability on large-scale maps. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like the video and comment if you want to comment. Obviously, only like the video if you know, like the video, and if you're new, do subscribe if you want to see more, you know, Battlefield 3 videos from me. So until next time, Troubletcat out.